Hello, hi, and welcome again to the Terminal Podcast, where in the end, it's all about the numbers. Tonight, we continue this Highwayman's return to the castle on the hill with another THS alum to answer a few questions. Please share your name and where you're calling from,
So in high school, I was known as Jasmine D. Atkins. Hey, everyone. Now I'm known as Jasmine Moore.
and you're calling from.
Oh, yes, sorry. I'm calling from Paramus, New Jersey, not too far from our old stomping grounds.
All right, well, you're here tonight to answer the William E. Brown Memorial Questionnaire as build up to the THS Class of 1995 30th reunion on October 18th. The event includes a 10:30 a.m. tour of our old stomping grounds by a student ambassador with coffee, juice, and Teaneck Bagels to start the day. Later that evening, from 6 to 10, there's a full dinner buffet and open bar at Napoli Restaurant in Fort Lee with music by our own DJ Chalice. There's more info, including discounted hotel information and how to pay for all this fun. Check the invite me link in the description for full details. Or you can find this information. I guess it's around. I don't, it's on the Facebooks, and is it being pushed out to other social medias? I don't know. I'm old. You guys are probably more into that stuff than I am. But as a former winner of this prestigious and random award, I'm here to ask someone else random questions, and after your answers, you may receive the same accolades I did. Long intro. The promo part doesn't help, but anything, Chris? No?
Jasmine D. Atkins Moore now, I believe, if memory is serving me correct, was definitely a TJ person. I don't know if she was a Hawthorne person.
I was, and I remember you very well.
Nah, I was pretty sure you were Hawthorne. I definitely knew TJ, 100%.
Yeah, I think we
Okay.
were in Miss Needleman's class. Were you in Miss Needleman in the fourth grade or Miss Bailey in the fifth?
No, Berg and Needleman was the team. I
Yeah,
had Miss Berg. I had
yeah,
Miss Berg for like
yeah,
the main part, but yeah, we were Berg and Needleman. Yep,
right.
100%.
Yeah,
Okay, so with that with that step back into 1980s, Jasmine, are you ready?
I am ready. Thank you.
Question one. Do you still think or say you're from New Jersey? Do,
100%.
when you leave the state, when you go abroad, do you still say Jersey or does it become something else?
I absolutely always say New Jersey.
You don't do
Okay.
the New York, like New Jersey, right outside. That's that a girl.
Nope. I believe that the world knows where New Jersey is. So I
Yeah.
always rep Jersey. I would never say that I'm from New York. Just doesn't feel accurate to me.
Okay. Question two. What was your favorite mall growing up?
It was the Bergen Mall, now called the Bergen Town Center, but it was the Bergen Mall, where I think they had like a Stearns or something, but that was the one mall where
It
my
did
mom.
have a Stearns. That's right. Oh, it's like a Sears, but not, right?
That was the one mall I get dropped off at and like walk around aimlessly by my with friends without an issue. So and it was easy to navigate. So
And for those non-Teneckians or Jerseyans listening in, it's a very ironic question to ask Miss Atkins because she lives in the land of malls now in Paramus, New Jersey,
I do.
where all of these malls exist pretty much.
Exactly. Four malls within like 2 miles.
Yeah. Commerce. Question three. Have you ever used advanced math, pre-calculus, trigonometry since high school?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely not. But I think by senior year I was up to pre-cal. I didn't make it to the extra advanced classes.
Mhm.
Shout out to Mark Stevens. He and I made it through pre-cal senior year. But nope, haven't had a need for any of that, despite having a career in accounting and finance. Just never needed it.
Interesting. So even though you are technically working in quote numbers, that it's not that math, that numbers. It's just the pure numbers themselves. And is that
That
something along those lines or?
That's it. That's all I ever needed. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and mainly sometimes division, but not the advanced calculations.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess I would say that advanced math is not used for like business and accounting math.
That's
It,
yeah,
yeah, advanced math is probably used for more, I don't know, architecture,
physical,
yeah,
architectural,
Science.
engineering,
Yeah, like
engineering.
I was gonna
yeah,
say, science degrees use, I think, a lot of the advanced math. Although I will say some financial models use advanced math, but you can just figure out the formula in Excel, so you don't have to like know it with
no,
your.
no, 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 no. You can figure out the formula in Excel. I can't figure out the formula in Excel. I would.
Yeah.
I don't need my TI 82 like right next to me as I'm figuring out. Yeah.
All right. Question 4. What do you think of drivers from other states?
Oh,
The hesitation.
because I was going to say that they're horrible, but that's probably not accurate. I think that there's a very New Jersey way to drive. Um,
Okay. And what does when you say that, what is I kind of feel that way at times. What does that entail? Just an example, it's
yeah,
anything.
sure. Like when you're coming down 17 and you have to get over onto Route 80. And so you make the call, do you merge early or do you wait and merge really late and get in there? That's a very New Jersey, I think, way to drive. And if you are in the lane already, do you inch up really close and not let that other person in? That's also
Yes.
a very New Jersey thing to do. I find drivers in other places might be a bit more polite, perhaps, but I'm okay with the way we drive here.
I make really snap judgments about that. I inch up close because if I think the person that's trying to get over late, if I think they've been here before and they know,
You should know.
then F them. Right. I don't know how I make that judgment. I don't know why I look at a person and
I
goes, oh, this person's been at this merge before. It's not their first time.
knew it was here and still decided
And
to speed up
still, yep.
and still decided, yeah, for
That's right.
that person I'm not letting in.
That's
Yeah.
right.
But like I said, I don't know how I determine who that person is, but somehow I do in my
It's a feeling. It's a feeling.
brain.
Okay. Question 5. Do you still have and or wear any of the clothing that you wore while in high school?
Sadly, I don't. Um, and there was this one sweatshirt that I wore so regularly, like our senior year. A lot of my friends will probably remember, but it was this one Nautica sweatshirt that I was just so excited to wear. And I would like wait
Nautica.
until I could wear it again.
Can we see if it's on her in the yearbook?
No,
Just
but you
looking
know
It's
for the
where
not.
pages.
Are you
it's
sure?
not.
Because I got it right here.
I I I
I don't I don't
I
think
know the picture in the yearbook, but that was you in a cheerleading outfit.
Yes,
But that's
I
because
know the
you're in
picture.
it's up front. Oh, no, yeah, no, it's not the split. I have
Jesus.
it, but
yeah, greatest
I'll
time.
have it for everybody else to see it in case he doesn't find it soon enough. But
Yeah, no, my Nautica sweatshirt unfortunately did not make the yearbook, but that was like one of my favorite shirts. And if I still had it, I would still rock it.
Well, I would say this without
okay.
sounding too much like a weirdo and a creep. Jasmine looks fantastic, and I guarantee could fit into clothing from high school, whereas I cannot.
Oh,
27. Okay, let's go to 49. We're checking. Go ahead.
as
Ask your
as he
silly
looks,
questions.
question 6. Do you remember the black door and the white door?
Oh, very well. Yeah.
30 years later, just your thoughts on those nominations of said doors.
We probably don't have enough time to get into all my thoughts, but I will say that it was definitely a sign of the times. And I think that, like with many things, certain things evolve, and you had a high population of people that left through a certain door to get home. Um, and then a high population of people who didn't. And it got a name. I would always try to go over there to hang out, to kind of be cool. And then I would walk on the other side because we lived on the south side of Teaneck, not the north side. But looking back, I mean, I think it sounds probably a bit more controversial than the lived experience when we were there. I think it just was. I didn't feel like it was anything negative. And looking back, I don't even feel like it was anything negative.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we've had a lot of people talk about it on here, and I
It's one
think,
of the questions that kind
yeah.
of
Well, no, no, no.
comes up.
About like like Jasmine's feelings. I was saying that it just sort of was like we didn't
Hmm.
think of the deeper meanings, and
It wasn't it
we know some of them now, but
Yeah.
it was the name of that door. It wasn't anything other than that in at least that's the way. I mean, there was the history behind it and everything, yes, but it wasn't. I didn't feel that necessarily. Where the same way you said people hung out that door and then would go walk the other way to go home. You know what I mean? It's like that wasn't, the side of where you were on the town wasn't the same way it was when it caused those to be the names that they were,
right.
when that was the only way it was. Because by that point, by our point, and I would say my guess would be five-ish, 10 years before us, and then I can't speak to the future after us, but yeah, I mean in terms of where that was as far as where those people lived. But that's a history lesson for another day.
Well, I always break it down into that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
but
the
to
history of
Jasmine's
and redlining and all of that, like with
Hmm.
right.
Yeah,
understood
yeah. I was
that.
gonna say that
But yeah.
But to
that's the
Jasmine's point, and I think the overall point, and I know we always talk about it, Martin and I, and other people, and Jasmine's still in the area, but in the town of Paramus, I'm sure she's met many people in her walk of life that didn't have the same experience that we did. And I think I always go back to the uniqueness of Teaneck that we grew up in. Uh,
Yeah.
so like that there was a black door and a white door or whatever, but I never thought of it. Now again, my experience is different. I'm a white person, so I mean that's I come at it from a different angle, but I never thought of it as like a pejorative in a way. I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't think anyone at the time also felt as though it was had a negative connotation. Um, I mean, if we all like, look, Teaneck, I think was a fantastic place to grow up, but I think that we don't do our full history justice if we don't acknowledge the way that things were from the Black Door to even like how we sat in the cafeteria. I mean, just
mhm.
like, I think we should embrace our past wholly and reflect on the reality of how things were, but still how it was a great place to grow up.
huh? Question number 7. Who did you have a crush on that never knew?
Go. Don't.
It was you, Chris. No, I'm just
No, no, no. I don't care. No, I know it was not really for anybody, but don't chicken out. I was going to say a bad
No,
word.
no, no. As I reflect, thankfully, I think, everyone knew if I liked them or not. Some worked,
Hmm.
and then I was rejected too. So I guess I would say I always tried to shoot my shot, and sometimes
Okay.
it was complicated, and sometimes it was not.
Yeah, you can't
Long
put
before Lin-Manuel Miranda and Eminem encouraged you to do so.
Yeah,
you can't miss the shots you don't take. Isn't that
that's right.
the phrase?
That's
So,
right.
all right. Question number 8. Since we've graduated, how far have you physically traveled from Teaneck High School as the center starting point? So how far have you gone?
Yeah, so the furthest I've traveled, I would probably say Singapore. And that was probably like my longest flight too, 17 hours straight. Oof. But yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Is that the ones that they give you the beds to kind of lie down on or something like that?
Thankfully, yes, yes, yes. But it was out of Newark, straight shot to Singapore and back. But it's
And back.
a wonderful, wonderful place. But yeah, that's the
If you
first.
don't mind me asking, how fast of a turnaround?
Oh, it was about 3 days. It was for work. Uh,
That I just that sounded like that's why I asked.
yeah,
So go ahead.
yeah,
So
it was a 3-day trip for
Ooh,
work.
which is
I had to do a couple of visits.
ooh.
s- that's 72. So and then 36, 72 there, and then 36 in the air.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
strong.
That's all. I was just the math on
Yeah,
it just didn't sound good at all. But okay. You
we needed that
survived it
advanced
clearly.
math.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would
No.
do it again. It's a great place. Yeah.
And I always, if work pays for it. Most of my travel, most of my good travel in my life was work paying for it. So that's always.
Yeah, that's right.
Question number 9. What do you remember the science classroom was looking like?
Ooh, that's a great question. So I remember the high tables covered in lacquer. I remember the stools that we like would perch on. And then there was a glass closet. And I remember this closet because I think we had a science class with Miss Heafy one day, and somehow Haywood got locked in the closet. That's why I
Who
remember.
is Miss Heafy?
Wasn't she the science teacher?
I don't remember that name at all as a teacher.
Hmm. Can you check the yearbook under faculty? I'm pretty sure her name was Miss Heafy. We'll have to ask the class if I'm like making.
Yeah, no, I'm usually
This
pretty good at these things.
Yeah, no, I definitely think her name was Miss Heafy.
Heafy? Healy?
Heafy?
Well, I will effort that as
Well,
Martin comes up with more ridiculous things to ask.
well, it's not that ridiculous. I can just move on to question 10 and let him interrupt, which is what do you remember most from your life before graduation? And not one, obviously there's tons of moments, but just what sort of stands out that you can kind of say. And we'll pause this for,
Well, son of a gun, Jasmine Atkins, Mary Heafy.
Told
I
you.
have no. I'm looking at the lady. I have no recollection. She's between Mr. Kirsch and Mr. Holly, who I both remember. Mary Heafy, some old white lady. Well, I'll be damned. I don't remember her at
oh,
all. Wow. Way to
Yeah,
go.
she was our science teacher in that science room that I do remember.
Sorry.
no,
Continue.
I'm not going to re-edit it and add 10 to it, but so back to what I was asking as far as a moment since, or a moment remembered from your life before graduation.
At Teaneck High, obviously.
Before, just any moment before before you graduated high school, what was some of the things that you can kind of point back to in life and say this happened, this is something I truly remember and stands out in my memory and mind.
I'm not sure if anyone else has mentioned this in these interviews, but I do remember the time because I thought it was a big deal where 17 magazine came to our school and did that like big photo shoot of a bunch of us. And I lost that magazine, unfortunately, but it was a great Chris, you're looking confused. You don't remember?
I don't remember. Well, I'm sure they didn't invite me to take pictures there. They probably
Is that
sent me on a
so?
field trip that day.
No,
The
they came in.
spread
They were like highlighting high schools across America, and
Okay.
for some reason Teaneck was selected. And I don't know if anyone still has this magazine, if they can upload the pictures, but it was a wonderful um, spread on Teaneck High, and we were all like posing and modeling in different pictures. It was fantastic, and that's the one thing that does stand out to me because I think that was a pretty unique experience for our class at that time. And it included other classes too, but a lot of folks from our class were featured.
okay.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was for the good looking people.
That's hence why.
Martin and I
So
weren't there.
exactly. Well, you have reached the end and shall receive the same accolades as this former winner. Thank you
Oh,
very much.
thank you.
As always, the Terminal Podcast ends with a trivia question. I did mention it before. You are on display as a there's very few with color pictures. No, it's not color, it's black and white, but you're it's a nice shot of you dancing. You had the cheerleading uniform on and everything like that. Your dancing moves are stumbling around my words. The photo didn't reach as many eyes as Beat Street, the groundbreaking 1984 film about kids that wanted to showcase their talents outside of the South Bronx, produced by Harry Belafonte, starring Ray Don Chong and featuring Dougie Fresh, Grandmaster Melly Mel, and the Furious Five, and other names that are part of the birth of what we call hip hop. With a budget of 9.5 million, it received mixed reviews and only holds a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes, while it sold out theaters in both East and West Germany, which, according to articles, started their hip hop movement in that country. The number I'm looking for is, according to Wikipedia, how many millions did it make overall? And I don't think the international receipts are going to get counted in this total. It cost 9.5 million to make. So how much money do you think it made
Oh
is
man,
the
this is
question.
like shot in the dark. It didn't do so well. Mixed reviews, 9 million invests. I don't know, 25 million overall. I mean, I'm just completely guessing at this point.
Well, I would be a little scared if you knew it exactly, but 25 million is fine.
Your
Chris, you want to
randomness
take a
no
guess?
your randomness knows no bounds.
It tries. You want to put a guess on? 25 is the number, higher or lower? Higher
16
or lower?
$16.
$16. So that would be under. All right. 25 and $16 are the numbers.
Just doing some research, trying to research 17 magazine, 90s Teaneck. It keeps coming up with a one with Luke Perry on the cover.
Maybe that's the issue. I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
and you can buy it on eBay for $40. But
So that is the
we will
issue
hope that
then.
someone listens to this and may remember or still have it. That's a good
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
So it
yeah.
is those pictures are
I
in
don't
that
know. That's
magazine.
the
Oh,
one that keeps
I
coming up
see.
when I put Teaneck in
I
there.
see.
I don't.
Okay. All right. No, that's
Probably
understandable.
something.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Let's see if I can
researching
find
a research. All right. Well, thanks for everybody for listening to this latest W.E. Brown questionnaire. Once again, this is a promotional tool for the THS class of 1995 30-year reunion on October 18. Events include a return to the Castle on the Hill, discounted hotel rooms, a full dinner buffet, an open bar, along with fellow highwayman DJ Chalice on the Wheels of Steel. Check the Invite Me link in the description for full details, and I'll be back soon enough with hopefully something better to put down. Miss Moore, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chris, as always, take it easy down your life's highway and have a good evening.